All right, let's give this a listen.
Whoa, it's Rental Room for GATCG.
Song rules. All right, enough of that for now. Welcome to the How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to the Distorted Reflection spoiler season for the Grand Archive trading card game. We have some insanely strong stuff to show off today. In fact, I think they are among the strongest cards I have ever received for a Grand Archive spoiler season. And if you've known, I've literally done spoilers for every single season. Let's just not beat around the bush too much. We have some amazing stuff to show, including a brand new CSR and the spicy card that goes with it. So let me go ahead and pull up my spoilers. First card we have is a Fire Burn spell, Intensified Pyre. This is a 3-cost action mage spell with Kindle 3, and Kindle's a mechanic that we saw in the previous set. It helps you reduce the cost of the card if you banish up to that many fire element cards. So if you banish 3 fire element cards, this is free, and this just says deal 2 damage to target champion. That's fine. If that champion's controller has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, looking at you, Mildex, deal 6 damage instead. So this is like really powerful tech against self-mill strategies, which I think is really cool. And the art is excellent. I love her little hat. All right, the next card we're showing, I think will hint a little bit at our final card, and hint at another card that I haven't seen yet, is Lucenia's Reign. This is a 2-cost unique Fantasia Mage Chessman spell. It says on enter, draw a card into your memory, so that's pretty good. It kind of replaces itself immediately, kind of. And then you can pay 2 and discard a Chessman command card. And we saw command cards in the Mercurial Heart Ultra Edition. They're cards that you can basically use, allies as the attacker or user of the spell. It's kind of an interesting mechanic. But this one says target Chessman ally you control gets +1 health until end of turn. Draw a card into your memory. So this is obviously for a new archetype, right? A Chessman archetype. You want to have your Chessman command cards, and you want your Chessman allies out so you can pump them up for the turn, and then also draw cards into your memory. Interesting to note, it's not once per turn, and you can presumably do this at fast speed, which is pretty cool. And it also alludes to, if you look at the art, 2 queens, right? You have like this darker queen, and then the lighter queen. Now, wouldn't it be cool if we showed off one of those queens today? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. And in true fashion, we are showing off the Dark Queen. So here we have Spirel Schwartz Queen. She is a 2-cost Umbra unique ally Cleric Chessman Queen human. It's a mouthful. She's a 0/4. She's not very aggressive, right? Wrong. You are wrong. She is very aggressive. On enter, as a spell, deal 3 damage to target unit, so allies or your opponent's champion. Then you may banish a card from your hand or memory face down. Okay. And then it says you pay 2, and then you activate her effect. Reveal a card banished by Spirel with reserve cost X. Negate each activation of cards with reserve cost X. Put each card negated this way and each card banished by Spirel into their owner's memories. Then trigger each of Spirel's on-enter abilities. Now, this is cool, right? So you can deal 3 damage to a unit, and then you can kind of do a negation effect. That seems pretty strong, right? Especially if you can set up perfect negation effects. However, and I did talk to Silidar about this, is that you do not need a target for the second effect, the reveal a card banished by Spirel with reserve cost X. It just says negate each activation of cards with reserve cost X. You do not need a target. So you can play Spirel, dome your opponent for 3, and then immediately activate this for another 2 with no targets, dome them for another 3. This is a 4-cost, deal 6 to your opponent's face if you want to. And then kind of do a little bit of, hand shenanigan, banish shenanigan type of stuff. Spirel does a ton of damage just on base, and it's like almost uninteractable damage, right? Obviously, there's prevention effects and life gain and all that kind of stuff, but it's not an attack. It's like an over-the-top blast you in the face for 3, blast you in the face for 3. Notably, it is as a spell, so it will be you know, affected by things that care about spells, of course, but still very strong. The fact that she only costs 2, the fact the ability costs 2, and you can just do this every single turn. I think Spirel is one of the best cards they've ever let me spoil. And, well, we also have the CSR version as well. She's absolutely gorgeous. And another thing I didn't mention, she's Umbra, but she does not have any class bonuses. So you can play her in stuff like Tristan or any other Umbra champion out there. You can play her in Diana, you can play her in CL, well, old Diana, and then new CL and Tristan. So very cool. I kind of want to test this out in Tristan. Just being able to dome your opponent for 6 seems pretty good. So yeah, I'm really stoked for this card. I'm really glad that I got to spoil it. The art is absolutely fantastic. The CSR is gorgeous. And of course, let me know what you think of the other cards as well. Intensified Pyre is just gonna absolutely dumpster some mill strategies. You dome them in the face for 6. So you can like 6 them and 6 them and then 6 them. Like it can do a lot of damage. And then the other one, Lucenia's Reign, is very, very interesting for like a Chessman style deck. There's a lot of card replacement there, so I don't know how good that's going to be, but it seems interesting. And then of course, obviously Spirel is the highlight of the video. So let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comment section down below. This set is looking to be very, very powerful. I'm incredibly excited for it. I love the theme, love the art. The Sword Reflections is looking to be very, very cool. I also want to tell everyone about an official starter deck event that we are hosting in the Rogues Gallery Discord. We do this for every single set that has starter decks. We will have official prize support from Weebs of the Shore. I'm going to have like a sign up and all that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll post it in the description. We do have a cap. It is 40 players. It will be in the Rogues Gallery Discord. You will need to bring your own starter deck. Unmodified, and it's all participation pricing. I don't care how many times you win. You're going to get something no matter what. So all details in the description down below. We've done this every single time. It's been a huge community hit, and so I'm really stoked to do it again. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for a lot more Grand Archive content here on Red Zone Rogue. We'll see you next time.
Whoa, it's Red Zone Rogue for TCGs.